on stage after.
Good evening and welcome to the annual Press and Politicians Spelling Bee. I'm Ed Kelly, President of the National Press Club Journalism Institute. We're really glad you've joined us, braving the heat wave to support our spellers on a night that always ends up being a lot of fun. Well, why not, huh? A little bit about this place in case you don't know a whole lot. As many of you know, the National Press Club is a community of reporters, editors, producers, and communicators committed to quality journalism and press freedom. Since 1908, it has hosted presidents, kings, queens, prime ministers, cabinet secretaries, governors, and of course, members of Congress, as well as influential leaders in business, entertainment, sports, and society on significant topics and current events for the press and the rest of the public. The club supports detained, threatened, and exiled journalists through our Press Freedom Center. And it offers quality training for reporters and editors all across the country through the work of the club's Journalism Institute. But tonight is not really about any of this incredibly valuable work. It is more about having a good time and about bragging rights. This competition is a long-standing tradition here at the National Press Club. It was way back, just the other day, in 1913, that the club held its first Press and Politicians Spelling Bee. Woodrow Wilson was president, and he came over from the White House that night to watch the competition. To President Wilson's apparent delight, the reporters lost. Now, fast forward exactly 100 years. In 2013, a group of young members here at the club revived the spelling bee, and it's turned into an all-new Washington tradition. So since 2013, and not counting the pandemic years, we've had 6 wins for the press and 3 wins for the politicians. So tonight, to quote a phrase from the sports world, we will see who feels the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And on that note, I want to invite Mitch Harrell, the development manager for the Press Club's Journalism Institute, up here for a few words. Mitch?
Thanks, Ed. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Press and Politicians Spelling Bee. I'm Mitch Harrell, and on behalf of the National Press Club Journalism Institute, I'm absolutely buzzing to welcome you tonight. I know. The Journalism Institute is the club's nonprofit affiliate, and we offer free and low-cost programs for journalists. We publish a daily newsletter, and we work to ensure that journalism is a force that spells out the truth and strengthens our democracy. We now support over 8,000 journalists and communicators across all 50 states and 46 countries across the globe. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank our 9 amazing sponsors for supporting the Bee tonight. So please stand and give everyone a wave when I call your name. Our 2 Queen Bee sponsors, Publer and With Honor. Our Honeycomb sponsors, the News Media Alliance, and WISH, aka Washington Intern Student Housing, and our pollinator sponsors, the Grateful American Foundation, the Henry Clay Memorial Foundation, the Jeanette Rankin Foundation, Robert Wiener Associates, and the Wounded Paw Project. Let's give them all another big round of applause. Their support helps make this event possible, and funds from tonight's Bee will support free training for journalists all across the country. And to each of you in the audience tonight, thank you so much for supporting the Bee, the Institute, and the club. Your being here means so much to us. And to our spellers, we're all abuzz to see who'll fly home with the trophy and some serious bragging rights. Good luck, and may the best speller be victorious.
Thank you, Mitch. We have a few, pardon the pun, celebrities who are going to help us get through the night tonight. First, the official pronouncer of the Scripps National Spelling Bee and the 1980 winner of the competition. Please give it up to Dr. Jacques Bailey. And at the ripe old age of 13, maybe the best speller in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion from deep in the heart of Texas, Mr. Faizan Zaki. Okay, so the moment you've been waiting for, it's now time to introduce our brave spellers. On Team Press, we have to my right, sitting at the far end, Jessica Mendoza, the audio reporter for the Wall Street Journal and a member of the National Press Club's Board of Governors. The defending champion, Alex Clearfield, the deputy team lead for state litigation at Bloomberg Law. Yeah. Delise Smith-Barrow, the education editor at Politico. Ben Knuckles, a sports reporter who covers the Scripps National Spelling Bee each year for the Associated Press. Katie Vogel, politics and DC editor for the Associated Press. And Diana Paulson, associate producer at ABC News Live. Yeah. And on Team Politicians, sitting to my left, first Congressman Hillary Skolton of Michigan's 3rd District. Congressman Kevin Kiley of California's 3rd District. The 2015 Spelling Bee champion, Congressman Don Beyer of Virginia's 8th District. The 2019 Spelling Bee champion, Congressman Chris Pappas of New Hampshire's 1st Congressional District. And Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher of Texas's 7th District. One final note, you may notice that we're one person short on the politician team. Congressman Sarah Jacobs of California serves on the House Armed Services Committee. In the events of last weekend, needless to say, rearranged her schedule quite a bit. But our friends here at Scripps have a way to keep the competition fair. So, without further ado, let's get down to, pardon the phrase, business. Dr. Bailey, the floor is yours.
Howdy, y'all. Hi. How's it going? Okay, so I'm Jacques Bailey. I'm one of the official pronouncers for the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
And I'm Faizan Zaki.
So Faizan is quite modest. He's not just any champion, but he is the champion in the Bee's centennial year. So the National Spelling Bee started in 1925 with the 9 finalists who all met President Calvin Coolidge. And we are now 100 years old with almost 250 kids from all over, 11 million from all over the world competing.
I know the rules pretty well, but it may have been a while since some of you last competed in a spelling bee. So we're going to tell you the basics of how this works.
First, you will receive a word. You might get some additional word information like the part of speech and the definition and the language of origin. And those are hints that your word has a homonym. If I volunteer that information, it means the word has a homonym or could be confused with another word, and I want to make sure that I get that information out so that there's only one, you get the right word. If you are at all confused about your word, you can ask for all this information again and again and again. You can ask for alternate pronunciations.
Yeah, that's right. You can ask for the part of speech. You can ask for the etymology, which is full of clues about how the word should be spelled. And you can ask for the definition and the sentence.
So Faison, do you want to tell the story about what happened when you and the word Kamalina met in our last spelling bee?
Oh boy. So I basically rushed the word and I ended up getting it wrong. Luckily, I got back in the competition and ended up winning. But that's just a lesson to you guys to not rush and misspell. So yeah.
Yep, it pays to kind of slow down and check yourself mentally, make sure you know what you're going to say it carefully, ask a few questions. Yeah. So there are some favorite questions from spellers that we unfortunately cannot answer, at least not in the competition. So Faison, do you want to tell them what they are?
Yeah, sure. So you can't ask for questions such as, am I saying that correctly? Or can you spell that for me? And last but not least, can I have another word instead?
Yep, those are the classics. Now that first one is a little tricky. Am I saying that correctly? It sounds perfectly reasonable, but you all know about like AV systems and human ears and distances. We can't guarantee that. You have to use what we say, what you hear, the definition, the part of speech, the language of origin. Those are all to triangulate on the word. So we will definitely, if you say something that is obviously something that we didn't say, we'll stop you and try and correct that. We will try, but if you're too fast for us, we can't. Yeah, those are the classics. We don't spell the word for you unless you get it wrong. You're stuck with the word you get, and we will listen to whether you might be thinking of the wrong word, but we can't really answer questions about your pronunciation. We particularly can't have you slow down and say, dissonance. We can't help you with that.
So, spellers, if you spell the word wrong, you will hear the bell.
Yeah, and Faison is the judge here. But you will not immediately get out when you hear that bell. You get 2 chances, so on the second bell is when you get out, if you get out.
So spellers, you all are divided into teams, journalists and politicians. So every word you spell correctly will also be a point for your team.
Yeah, and we're also going to try something a little bit different this year. Each round we will begin with 1 journalist and 1 politician going head-to-head in a little something we call buzzword.
So in buzzword, we don't tell you the word you have to spell. We gradually reveal the word information along with certain clues like the length of the word, a sentence, and the first and last letters. As soon as one of the 2 people going head-to-head know the word, they raise their hand. Once the judge calls on them, they say the word.
Yep, so Faison is the one you have to raise your hand and make notice. And if you say the right word, and then you can also spell it correctly, your team gets 1 bonus point. So the buzzword part of this competition is just for those team bonus points, just for that correct spelling. It doesn't count as a misspelling if you don't win the head-to-head. Also, for bragging rights, if they choose, the winner gets to wear a headband. There's the headband for the rest of the round. That's a personal choice, and they can make that choice.
Well, yeah, guys, should we try a buzzword?
Yeah, well, let's do it.
So these buzzwords are all drawn from Great American Speeches, and this particular speech, which is one of my favorites, is Robert F. Kennedy's address at the University of Cape Town, South Africa in 1966. It is 10 letters long. It's a noun. The word is from Latin. And if any of you are having trouble seeing it, you can also see it on the screen behind you. Each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of blank and resistance. Oh.
Intolerance?
That is incorrect. We're going to keep going. It's an unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power, especially by the imposition of burdens.
That's not showing up on the back screen. Just,
Okay, and, oh, it is, oh, yes?
Oppression.
Okay, that is correct. Now you need to spell it.
OPPRESSION. Oppression.
Very good, and that would be? And just so you guys know, had you not raised your hand right then, there would have been a clue, and there would have been one more clue. We'll gradually reveal this. And then, after that second one is repealed, let's say the two people who are standing up and going head-to-head have not raised their hand yet, it's open to anybody on both teams. And so you can still get, but if you raise your hand and you get it right, you do have to spell the word. You have to be the one to spell it, not the other person. And that's the game.
okay, so I will be the pronouncer. Faison will be the judge.
And I'll be ringing the bell on other people for a change.
Are there any questions from anybody?
All right, then let's get started.
Should we start with the buzzword?
I think that's our idea.
Yeah, okay.
The problem is the back screen isn't showing all of them.
Oh, it isn't?
It doesn't show the definition very well.
Oh, maybe we should ask them to turn around and face that screen.
Yep. So where do we get the, you're going to do the buzzword.
Yeah, I'll do the buzzword. So maybe ask 7 and 1 to come up first.
So for the first round, we'll do a buzzword at the head of every round. So we'll take Diana and Hillary for this one. So you can stand up at the podium if you like. You saw how the second line of a definition doesn't necessarily show in the back. Okay. So you might look around there when we get to that if we need to.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin's speech at the conclusion of the Constitutional Convention, 1787. Noun from Latin. But though many private persons think almost as highly of their own blank as that of their sect, few express it so naturally as a certain French lady who in a little dispute with her sister said, "I don't know how it happens, sister, but I meet with no body but myself that's always in the right."
Intelligence? Oh, sorry.
Self-interest.
Okay, I think I saw Alex's hand first.
Infallibility?
That is correct.
Correct.
Now you gotta spell it. You have to spell it.
Okay. INFALLIBILITY.
Correct.
Just in the interest of sort of keeping it fair, remember to raise your hand and don't just shout it out. It'll, just to keep it fair. Okay, so at this point, we start with speller number 1, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So speller number 1, Hillary. So since the spelling bee just turned 100 this year, to celebrate this milestone, we're going to ask you words that were first seen in print between the first spelling bee in 1925 and our most recent spelling bee in 2025.
Great.
So the information comes from Merriam-Webster's online time traveler tool, which is really cool. And it allows you to find words that were first recorded in print in a particular year. Okay, so the first word is bromance. Bromance was apparently first used in print in 2001.
Wow. Okay, bromance. BROMANCE, bromance.
That is correct.
We're just going in speller order, right?
Yeah.
So number 2, Kevin?
Oh, are we going, okay, we're not going
Groupthink. The word groupthink was first used in print in 1952.
Groupthink, G-R-O-U-P-T-H-I-N-K, groupthink.
That is correct.
Don, your word is spreadsheet. The word spreadsheet was first used in print in 1981.
Spreadsheet. S-P-R-E-A-D-S-H-E-E-T. Spreadsheet.
That is correct.
Okay.
Chris, your word is freebie. The word freebie was first used in print in 1925.
Freebie, F-R-E-E-B-I-E.
That is correct.
this down.
Teeny bopper. The word teeny bopper was first used in print in 1965.
Teeny bopper. I know what it is, I'm just trying to decide between two things, and everyone knows what they are. I think it's, teeny bopper, T-E-E-N-Y-B-O-P-P-E-R, teeny bopper.
That is correct.
Diana? Workaholic or workaholic, first used in 1947.
Workaholic, W-O-R-K-A-H-O-L-I-C, workaholic.
That is correct.
Hi,
Katie?
Dr. Bailey.
Howdy. Howdy, Katie. Your word is infomercial or infomercial, first used in 1981.
I wouldn't know anything about that. We do journalism over on our corner of the room. Infomercial. Can you use that in a sentence for me?
Maggie fell asleep with the TV on during an infomercial and woke up wanting a product that could both make bacon bowls and whiten teeth.
Wow, that's everything. Infomercial. I-N-F-O-M-E-R-C-I-A-L. Infomercial.
That is correct.
Thank you, President.
Cosplay or cosplay, first used in 1993.
Cosplay, C-O-S-P-L-A-Y, cosplay.
That is correct.
Howdy.
Hi.
Bizarro, this means characterized by an odd, fantastic, or unconventional approach, outlandish, first used in 1971, in print at least. Bizarro.
Are there alternate pronunciations?
The dictionary has just one, bizarro.
And what's the word origin?
It's an alteration of a word that went from Italian to French, and it's also probably influenced by a fictional name.
What else can I ask?
It's an adjective. Everyone was surprised when Todd's seemingly bizarro plan actually worked.
It's bizarre. Can I have another sentence?
Everyone was surprised when Delisa's seemingly bizarro plan actually worked.
Okay. Bizarro. B. I. Bizarro, Bizzaro. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Bizarro is spelled Bizarro.
Got it.
Alex, your word is mansplain. First used in 2008.
I would know nothing about that. Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Tracy did not appreciate it when Arnold tried to mansplain the plot of the Barbie movie to her.
M-A-N-S-P-L-A-I-N, mansplain.
Correct.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Clickbait. This word was first used in print in 1999.
Clickbait. C-L-I-C-K-B-A-I-T. Clickbait.
That is correct.
Is that how we do it? So in the interest of fairness, we get the politicians to do one more round for this round only. So we'll just keep alternating, so Hillary will do it this time, and then Kevin, it'll be the second person. Yeah. Boondoggle.
Oh my gosh.
Boondoggle
Okay.
was first used in 1928 in print.
Can I have the origin, please?
Sure. It was coined in American English.
Are there any alternative spellings? Pronunciations,
I'm
sorry.
sure lots of people spell words lots of different ways. Yep. Boondoggle, and well, there's two variant pronunciations. One is boondoggle, and the other is boondoggle. So the same
That's really
person
how-
would definitely not
yeah.
say those two. It's the only one.
Okay. Boondoggle. B-O-O-N-D-O-G-G-L-E. Boondoggle.
Correct.
Oh, we have one more of these to do, right? Yes, that's right.
They didn't prepare us for this. It's a little rude.
Ready? This is from Thomas Jefferson, his first inaugural address in 1801. It's a plural noun, originally German. It went through Dutch before becoming English. Equal and exact justice to all men of whatever state or persuasion, religious or political, peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none, the support of the state governments in all their rights as the most competent administrations. Go ahead, Faison.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for acknowledging me, Faison. Is it antidote? No, very wrong.
Okay, so, do you want to keep the quote going?
Okay, in all their rights as the most competent administrations for our domestic concerns and the surest blank against anti-republican tendencies. Things that offer strong support or protection in danger.
So we need both letters revealed before we go to the whole, so it's still. Okay. Okay, everybody's hands down for now.
The problem is Faison cannot see.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Barracks?
Who did you see first?
I saw Alex.
Okay. Yeah.
Bold marks.
Okay, yeah, that is correct. You have to spell it.
B-U-L-W-A-R-K-S.
Correct.
So now where do we go? Okay. So we're back to Hillary, right?
Oh, yeah, we're back to Hillary, that's
We're
right.
starting a new
Yeah.
round. Oh, because you have to go. Yeah, we'll do the, sorry.
It's all right.
These are more words from those 100 years of words. Fashionista, first used in print in 1993.
Fashionista. Fashionista. Fashionista.
Correct.
Trifecta, first used in print in 1971.
Trifecta. Trifecta. Trifecta.
Correct.
Origami, first used in print in English in 1948.
Origami, Origami.
That is correct.
Televangelist, first used in print in 1973.
Televangelist. Televangelist. Televangelist.
Correct.
Aerobics, first used in print in 1967.
Aerobics. AEROBICS. Aerobics.
Correct.
Dystopian,
Dystopian. DYSTOPIAN. Dystopian.
Correct.
canola, first used in print in 1979.
Can I have a definition of that?
Certainly. Canola is an edible vegetable oil that is obtained from the seeds of the plant of the same name and is high in monounsaturated fatty acids.
Delicious. CANOLA.
Correct.
Thank you, Faisal.
Ben, your word is bridezilla, first used in print in 1995.
Bridezilla. Is this from the Japanese root Godzilla, meaning monster that ravages Tokyo? BRIDEZILLA. Bridezilla.
Correct.
Hi, Delise. Wonton. This is a small dumpling typically filled with meat, seafood, or vegetables, usually served boiled in soup or fried. First used in print in 1933.
Wonton. WONTON.
Correct.
Gurney, first used in print in 1938.
May I have a definition?
A gurney is a wheeled cot or stretcher.
GURNEY. Gurney.
Correct.
Jessica, your word is pescatarian, first used in print back in 1991.
Pescatarian. PESCATARIAN. Pescatarian.
Correct.
Yep, Kevin. Gulag, first used in print in 1974.
Definition, please.
A gulag is the penal system of the former Soviet Union consisting of a network of labor camps.
What's the root?
It's a Russian acronym.
Alternative pronunciations?
Just the one, gulag.
Gulag, G-U-O-L-A-G, gulag.
I'm sorry, gulag is G-U-L-A-G.
All right, it's a Northern Virginia matchup.
Yeah, exactly right.
These are tricky.
Remember to raise your hand, don't just shout it out. This is from Abraham Lincoln, his second inaugural address in 1865. A noun originally Latin that went through French and then English. Fondly do we hope, fervently do we pray that this mighty of war may speedily pass away. Yet if God wills that it continue until all the wealth piled by the bondman's 250 years of unrequited toil shall be sunk, and until every drop of blood drawn from the lash shall be paid by another drawn from the sword.
Oh.
Yeah,
Scourge?
correct.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Scourge is S-C-O-U-R-G-E.
Also
Scourge.
correct.
just getting on the same page here. So this round is taken from Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay.
It's the most widely used manual of parliamentary procedure in the United States, first assembled by Army officer Henry Martin Robert in 1876, based on the procedures of the United States Congress. We used the 12th edition, published in 2020. If you would like, you can ask for the rule that the word was drawn from instead of a regular sentence. Good to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Legitimately.
Can you give me the rule that the word was drawn from?
Actually, that's the only sentence I have, so if you
Okay,
ask for a
on my
sentence,
own.
that's what you'll get.
Okay.
So, when a member who has legitimately obtained the floor offers a motion which is not in order, the chair may be able, in certain instances, to suggest an alternative motion which would be in order and would carry out the desired intent to the satisfaction of the maker.
Legitimately. Legitimately. Legitimately.
Correct.
Kevin, your word is precedence. This means consideration before others, priority of importance.
Precedence. P-R-E-C-E-D-E-N-C-E. Precedence.
Correct.
Subsidiary.
Subsidiary. S-U-B-S-I-D-I-A-R-Y. Subsidiary.
Correct.
Rescinded.
Rescinded. What's the language of origin on that?
Latin.
Okay, use that in a sentence while I think a little bit.
A standing rule remains in effect until rescinded or amended, but if it has its application only within the context of a meeting, it can be suspended at any particular session, although not for future sessions, by a majority vote.
Okay.
Rescinded.
Rescinded. R-E-S-C-I-N-D-E-D. Rescinded.
Correct.
Quorum.
Quorum. Quorum. Quorum.
Correct.
Adjourn.
Adjourn. ADJOURN. Adjourn.
Correct.
Immaterial.
Immaterial. Do you want to use that in a sentence, Dr. Bailey?
After debate has begun, or if there is no debate, after any member has voted, the lack of a second has become immaterial, and it is too late to make a point of order that the motion has not been seconded.
It has not been seconded. IMMATERIAL.
Correct.
Thank you.
Erroneous.
I wouldn't want to be erroneous. ERRONEOUS. Erroneous.
Correct.
Unambiguous.
Unambiguous. UNAMBIGOUS. Unambiguous.
Unambiguous is spelled UNAMBIGUOUS. Concomitant.
Can you use it in a sentence?
No member can be individually deprived of these basic rights of membership, or of any basic rights concomitant to them, such as the right to make nominations or to give previous notice of a motion, except through disciplinary proceedings. Concomitant.
CONCOMITANT.
Correct.
Robert's rules. Oh, boy.
Exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff.
Biennially.
Oh, say that one more time, please.
Biennially.
Can I get a definition, please?
The most common type of convention is that of an organized state or national society held, for example, annually or biennially, in which the delegates are selected by and from among the members of each local branch. But you asked for a definition.
I did.
Every 2 years.
Biennially. BIENNIALLY?
Correct.
Deliberative.
Deliberated,
Deliberative.
deliberative. Yeah, as adjective,
Yes, it's an adjective. Proceeding or acting by discussion and examination.
deliberative. DELIBERATIVE. Deliberative.
Correct.
So we're
So I guess we'll do one more buzzword.
another.
Or should we, it's Chris, right? Yes,
It's Chris.
And I guess we'll do the next person up. Yeah.
So we're neck and neck.
I feel like we should do this or something.
Here we go. This is from Franklin D. Roosevelt's first inaugural address in 1933. An adjective from Latin. Happiness lies not in the mere possession of money.
Profligate?
Nope.
Not in the mere possession of money, it lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. The joy and moral stimulation of work no longer must be forgotten in the mad chase of profits, of short duration or life, vanishing, fleeting, impermanent.
Oh, Ben.
No, no,
Yeah, Ben was first.
wait a second, doesn't Chris get a chance?
Well, he does, but the second letter came up.
Is there a point in time where I have to give an answer?
No, it can be any time.
Like before it gets kicked off to these guys? It was like Wheel of Fortune, you can wait until the very last letter to give an answer.
Yes, but that's the last letter that'll be up now.
So, do we give Chris
Okay.
a chance? Do we give Chris a chance or not?
Okay. I think, okay, he doesn't, do we say hand?
Yeah.
No. No. I think we gotta call it. Do we have to call it?
Yeah, we have to call it.
The word, which is you don't see it used very often, is evanescent.
So, Diana, we have a problem. When you raise your hand, the judges can't see you, so just jump up.
Where to next? We've got the words from, is this too easy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, wait, sorry. Just like throwing me a little bit. Okay.
We forgot that. So, do you think we can do the Federalist Papers words? Let's start here.
What, 8? 4, okay, 4.
And you can read
Okay.
the part at the beginning. which is-
Okay, so this round is another themed round, and next year will be the 250th anniversary of the United States. So we thought it would be a good time to look back at some of America's founding documents, in particular the Federalist Papers and the debate on the Constitution. Please note that the Founding Fathers, along with their brilliance and acuity in matters of statecraft, were very independent-minded when it came to spelling. They spelled sentinel with a C, and asylum with 2 S's, and federal with a weird O tucked in there. For the purposes of this B, however, we have only used those words that they happen to spell the same way the dictionary that we use says to spell them today. And for a sentence, we will have a relevant passage from the document. Disingenuous.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
Another objection that has been fabricated against the new Constitution is expressed in this disingenuous form. The trial by jury is abolished in civil cases. That's from James Wilson.
What's the origin?
Latin.
Can you pronounce it one more time?
Disingenuous.
Disingenuous. Disingenuous.
Correct.
Pecuniary.
Pecuniary. Pecuniary. Pecuniary.
Correct.
Venial or venial.
Venial. Could you give me a definition? Just,
Meeting no particular or meriting no particular censure or notice, excusable, insignificant, venial.
okay. Venial, V-E-N-I-A-L, venial.
Correct.
Superfluous.
Superfluous, can you use that in a sentence, please?
It may perhaps be thought superfluous to offer arguments to prove the utility of the Union, a point no doubt deeply engraved in the hearts of the great body of the people in every state, and one which it may be imagined has no adversaries. From Alexander Hamilton in 1787.
Superfluous. S-U-P-E-R-F-L-U-O-U-S. Superfluous.
Correct.
Fallacious.
Fallacious. F-A-L-L-A-C-I-O-U-S.
Correct.
Heterogeneous.
Sure. Can I have a lot of information, please?
Heterogeneous, also pronounced heterogeneous, is from Greek. It's an adjective. It means consisting of dissimilar ingredients or constituents.
And I'm not allowed to ask for root phrases, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can ask, we just can't answer.
Okay. Heterogeneous. H-E-T-E-R-O-G-E-N. Heterogene. I-O-U-S?
I'm sorry, heterogeneous is spelled Heterogeneous.
Instead of a word, can we talk about the Legos on your shirt?
I don't know if they're actually Legos. It's not Lego branded, so I think they're a knockoff.
Then we can't say that while there's a live stream on. Okay.
It's made by some French people instead of some Danish people, so. Impropriety.
Impropriety. Can you use that in a sentence?
Certainly. The government of England, which has one Republican branch only, combined with a hereditary aristocracy and monarchy, has with equal impropriety been frequently placed on the list of republics.
Would you
James
like to
Madison.
define that?
Certainly. The quality or state of being not in accord with what is socially acceptable in conduct, behavior, or speech.
Great. I-M-P-R-O-P-R-I-E-T-Y.
Correct.
Thank you.
Sovereign.
So bromance wasn't used in the Federalist Papers. Sovereign. S-O-V-E-R-E-I-G-N. Sovereign.
Correct.
Aggrandizement.
Can you use it in a sentence?
War is, in fact, the true nurse of executive aggrandizement. In war, a physical force is to be created, and it is the executive will which is to direct it. From James Madison.
A-G-G-R-A-N-D-I-Z-E-M-E-N-T.
Correct.
I remember when the themes were like cheese.
We got serious this year.
I know. Whew.
Misdemeanors,
Just use it in a sentence, please.
certainly. Treason and bribery and misdemeanors, and the rest are included under the general terms of high crimes and misdemeanors.
And it's the plural, right?
Yes, it is.
Misdemeanors. MISDEMEANORS.
Correct.
I think I have one more for our
One
team
more.
first.
Yep, keeps wrapping around. Celerity,
Celerity, can you define that, please?
rapidity of motion or action.
In the language of origin?
Latin that went from Latin to French before becoming English.
Celerity, Celerity. Celerity.
Correct.
I'm waiting for the Leslie Knope quotes.
Okay, so we're at 24 to 22 here, beginning the next round. From Dwight D. Eisenhower's farewell address in 1961, a noun from Latin. Disarmament with mutual honor and confidence is a continuing. Together we must learn how to compose differences, not with arms, but with intellect and decent purpose. Because this need is so sharp and apparent, I confess that I lay down my official responsibilities in this field with a definite sense of disappointment. An unavoidable fact, compelling or insistently calling for action.
Yeah.
Obligation?
I think I saw Kevin's first.
I saw Alex.
Oh, well, you're the just.
Okay, Alex.
Imperative?
Yeah, correct.
Spell it.
Correct.
There's one more time travel one that seems harder to get some of them, and then we can go to the really hard ones. Okay. That's round 3 it's in the earlier part. Go back to the early one, and then it's round 3 of that time travel. We'll just do one more of those, and then we'll get hard.
Which number?
25.
Okay, we're going to do another round of the time traveler words.
Okay.
The word is algorithm, first used in print in 1926.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
After wasting 2 hours, Millie worried that the website's algorithm was getting too good at predicting what videos she would want to watch.
Algorithm. ALGORITHM. Algorithm.
Correct.
Orwellian. First used in print in 1950.
Orwellian. ORWELLIAN. Orwellian.
Correct.
Penicillin.
That's a good one. What's it do?
It's first used in print in 1929.
I go with penicillin, penicillin, penicillin.
Correct.
Blitzkrieg,
Blitzkrieg.
first used in print in 1936.
Use it in a sentence.
Certainly. The Polish forces were roundly defeated by the Germans' Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg, 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 IEG.
The second spelling was correct, IEG. Sorry. Cannoli, or cannoli, first used in print in 1925 as an English word.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Aunt Carla's cannoli are so good that an Italian restaurant offered to buy her recipe.
Cannoli. C-A-N-O-L-L-I, cannoli?
I'm sorry, cannoli is C-A-N-N-O-L-I.
O-L-I, oh, I knew it was one of the others.
Muesli, first used in print in 1938.
Definition, please.
It's a Swiss, it's a breakfast cereal of Swiss origin consisting of rolled oats, nuts, and fruit.
And is language of origin German?
It's from Swiss German.
Okay. Muesli. M-U-E-S-L-I.
Correct.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Dr. Bailey. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah? I'm so glad to hear that.
Reiki,
Reiki.
first used in print in 1975.
And can you define that for me?
A system of touching with the hands based on the belief that such touching by an experienced practitioner produces beneficial effects on certain vital energy fields within the body.
Why not?
Yeah, I knew a woman who did it on the phone for cats.
I have so many questions for you, but in the interest of everyone meeting bedtime, we're going to save those for later. Reiki. Okay, I'm sorry, for cats?
Yes. I witnessed it.
You really just threw me. I'm a professional. R-E-I-K-I, Reiki.
Correct.
Thank you.
Doula. This word was first used in print in 1969. It means a woman experienced in childbirth who provides advice, information, emotional support, and physical comfort to a mother before, during, and just after childbirth.
Doula, D-O-U-L-A, doula.
Correct.
Tiramisu.
Like the dessert?
Oh, yeah. First used in print in 1982. It's a dessert made with ladyfingers, mascarpone, and espresso.
T-I-R-A-M-I-S-U.
Correct.
Oh, you're, sorry.
Hey, Jessica.
Hello.
Glasnost.
Could you please define that?
Sure. Glasnost or glasnost or glasnost is a policy permitting public discourse and expression of opinion on domestic issues formerly forbidden to discussion, especially in the former Soviet Union.
Origin of the word?
It's from Russian.
This is what got me last year. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Certainly. Glasnost spawned a profusion of new political and literary journals in Moscow.
Oh. Glasnost. Glasnos. Glasnost? Ah!
Glasnost is spelled Glasnost.
Do I do the last one?
I think,
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah,
know, it's
Lizzie
very
gets-
confusing. It's very confusing.
okay.
Okay.
Sriracha or sriracha. It's first used in print in 1984.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. Lulu enjoys sriracha on her fried noodles.
Sriracha. S-I-R-A-C-H-A. Sriracha. I don't.
Sriracha or sriracha is spelled S-R-I-R-A-C-H-A.
Oh, S-R-I.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Well, do we want to do one more buzzword, or do we want to skip it? Oh, okay.
Are we keeping?
Is that right? Is that how you're thinking?
Does that mean Sarah's out? Because I got a ding with Sarah, she got a ding with Sarah.
I think that's right.
Okay, so Sarah's out. Okay.
Sorry, Sarah.
Oh, I already did it. Yes, but you just don't leave the stage.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, yep. You can get one more round by yourself. Yeah,
We'll do one more.
but we're not doing the
Okay.
extra person anymore.
This is the last buzzword, so after this, we just spell.
Okay.
Okay.
Martin Luther King Jr. in his Nobel Prize address of 1964. A noun of unknown origin. When our days become dreary with low hovering clouds and our nights become darker than 1,000 midnights, we will know we are living in the creative blank of a genuine civilization struggling to be born. An utterly confused, extremely agitated, or tumultuous state or condition.
Yeah.
Turmoil?
Yeah, correct.
There you go.
Turmoil? Turmoil?
Yeah, correct.
Again, right? Okay. Could use that point.
Okay, sure.
Oh, yes, you can have the headband.
She wants that. Well deserved, well deserved.
Quite becoming. Okay. So are we all on the same page here? Parquet, this is a singular noun, a patterned flooring.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Toshiko had expensive parquet installed in the foyer.
Origin?
It's from a Latin-derived French word.
Parquet. P-A-R-Q-U-E. Parquet.
Parquet is spelled P-A-R-Q-U-E-T. So close. Halcyon. This means pleasingly or idyllically calm or peaceful, serene, halcyon.
Please use it in a sentence.
Aaron spent the halcyon afternoon in his hammock.
Etymology.
Greek to Latin to English.
Are there alternative pronunciations?
Just the one, halcyon.
Halcyon. Halsian. Halcyon.
Sorry, halcyon is spelled Halcyon. Toccata. This is a brilliant musical composition, usually for pipe organ or harpsichord, in free fantasia style, usually with many equal timed notes in rapid movement. Toccata.
And language of origin?
Italian, which formed it from an imitative Latin word.
Is toccata.
Toccata.
I'm going to go with toccata, Toccata.
Correct.
Internecine.
Internecine. Other pronunciations?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of thought so on that one.
Internecine, 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 and internecine.
Can you actually do those one more time?
Certainly.
Thanks.
Internecine, 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 and internecine.
Internecine was one of those?
It certainly is.
In the language of origin?
Latin.
In a sentence.
In the past, the now peaceful country was plagued with internecine struggles.
Internecine, internecine. Internecine.
Correct.
Mademoiselle.
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 Can you use it in a sentence?
Certainly. Pierre and his family spend every summer in a house in the French countryside, accompanied by a cook and a mademoiselle to help take care of his younger siblings. Mademoiselle, mademoiselle, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle. What?
Mademoiselle is spelled Mademoiselle.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
These bring me great joy.
Meringue. This is a mixture of beaten egg whites and powdered sugar baked at low temperature and used as topping as on pies or puddings.
What's the language of origin?
French.
Can I ask if it's spelled the same way as the Latin American dance?
You cannot ask that.
Okay.
Well, you can ask that.
Okay, but you just won't answer. Cool.
Yeah.
Meringue. Okay, MERINGUE.
Correct.
It's the ears. Yeah.
Ferruginous.
Like a hawk?
It means of or containing iron.
Yeah. There's also a cool hawk. We're here for the special interest. Friends, if you're here at an adult spelling bee at the National Press Club, you can't make fun of my birds. Yeah, I see all of you. Ferruginous. We're going to stall with a definition. We already did that?
Yes, it's
We already did that.
ferruginous or ferruginous means of or containing iron.
Want to use that in a sentence for me?
Nearby ferruginous rocks affect the direction of the compass needle. That's what my dad tells me when he was prospecting up in northern Minnesota.
What was he prospecting for exactly? Iron?
Iron ore, yeah. Wow. You got it.
That's
And-
where
and
you
copper.
get that accent from. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Don't you know?
F-E-R-R U-G-E-N-O-U-S. I heard you hiss in the audience. That's okay. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate you.
Sorry, ferruginous is spelled F-E-R-R-U-G-I-N-O-U-S.
It's that, oh man, a schwa.
Arenaceous,
Definition, please.
growing in sandy places.
Growing where?
In sandy places. Sandy places.
Can you repeat the word?
Arenaceous. Arenaceous.
Language?
It's from Latin.
And that doesn't help. I wish it did, but it doesn't help. Repeat the word again, please.
Arenaceous.
Growing in sandy places?
Yes, sandy.
Can I have a sentence, just stall for time?
Arenaceous plants develop blossoms after the first spring rain.
Yeah, okay. A-R-R-I-N-A-C-E-O-U-S, arenaceous. Yeah.
Arenaceous is spelled A-R-E-N-A-C-E-O-U-S.
Okay.
Abomasum.
We're really ratcheting up the difficulty here, aren't we? Can you repeat the word?
Abomasum. This is the fourth or true digestive stomach of a ruminant. Abomasum.
Can I have it in a sentence?
The abomasum secretes rennet, which is used in making cheese.
All right, let's just go for it. A-B-O-M-A-E-C-U-M.
Abomasum is spelled A-B-O-M-A-S-U-M.
Escalating so fast.
Medulla or medulla? Medulla.
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 Can you use it in a
Could you say the word
sentence, please?
Can you
sorry.
say the word?
Medulla?
Medulla.
Medulla.
That sounds.
Definition, please.
A posterior portion of the vertebrate brain.
M-E-D-U-L-L-A. Medulla.
Correct.
I think they said the last one was the last round.
That was the last one.
But
Yeah.
Sarah's gone, so this is a new round this time, right?
And the buzzword, that was the last
Yeah, that was
one.
the last
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so
Kinda
this
fun. I
word.
like that addition this year, though. Let's tell your friend, that was a good idea.
Glad you liked it. So this word actually has a homonym. The word is phlox. This is a plural noun. It means plants of a genus of American herbs having red, purple, white, or variegated flowers. The corolla salver-shaped with the stamens on its tube and a three-valved capsular fruit. Phlox.
Phlox. Phlox. Phlox.
Correct.
Koji. It's a kind of yeast. It's a kind of yeast.
Okay. Is that the full definition?
No, there's more to the definition. Koji is a yeast or other starter prepared in Japan from rice inoculated with the spores of a mold and permitted to develop. Like that, permitted to develop.
Can I get the word origin?
Certainly, it's from Japanese.
Threw me through a loop. How about a sentence?
Koji is used to ferment soybeans and make rice vinegars.
I just want to thank the National Press Club for hosting tonight's event. Great. Koji. K-O-J-E. Koji.
So close. K-O-J-I.
How did you spell Koji?
K-O-J-I.
Nice. Too busy clapping. Yeah.
Pico or peko, this is any tea of India or Sri Lanka made from leaves of approximately the same size obtained by screening fired teas.
Okay, and can you pronounce it again your two ways?
Pico, peko.
Pico, P-E-K-O-E, Peko.
Correct.
Backate.
Backate.
Backate. It means producing berries.
Backate. What's the language of origin?
It's from a Latin word plus an English element.
Okay. Can you use that in a sentence for me?
Certainly. Abigail helped her mom plant a pear tree and 2 backate bushes in their backyard. I wonder if they were currants.
Backate. B-A-C-H-A-T-E. Backate.
I'm sorry, backate is B-A-C-C-A-T-E. Backate is B-A-C-C-A-T-E. Here's a good one. Ivermectin.
Can I have the definition, please?
A drug mixture that is used in veterinary medicine to kill worms, mites, and insects.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Treatment and prevention of parasitic infections with ivermectin is an effective way to keep your pets healthy.
Yeah. Ivermectin. I-V-E-R-M-E-C-T-I-N. Ivermectin.
Correct.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Dr. Bailey. Still doing okay?
Yep. Vilipend.
Vilipend. Can you use that in a sentence?
Certainly. Mr. Kelly never votes for candidates who vilipend their opponents instead of discussing the issues.
Want to give me a definition?
To speak of slightingly or disparagingly.
I just want to say thank you to the person who came all the way from Ohio to watch me do this. He's a good man. He's a good man. Vilipend. Pronounce it for me one more time.
Vilipend.
Vilipend. Villapend. Oh, friends, it's been so lovely.
Vilipend is spelled Vilipend.
Oh, good God.
Connoisseur or connoisseur.
I know the word, but it's hard to spell. Tell me the language of origin, French. Tell me the definition.
It started out in Latin, then to French, then English. It's one who is an expert in a subject, especially one who understands the details, technique, or principles of an art, and is competent to act as a critical judge. Connoisseur, connoisseur.
Marcy, I'm going to be annoyed if I get this wrong because, I should get this right. But it's got a lot of vowels and double letters in it. Connoisseur. Can you say it one more time, Dr. Bailey?
Connoisseur or connoisseur.
Connoisseur. Connoisseur. Is there an I in it somewhere? Yeah.
Connoisseur is Connoisseur. Pappardelle. Pappardelle.
Can I have the definition?
It's a wide ribbon-like pasta.
Can I have the pronunciation again?
Pappardelle.
Fifth isn't too bad. Pappardelle.
Correct.
Rapprochement.
Is that French?
Well, it's English now, but it came from French, which took it from
Of course,
Latin.
naturally. That's what I meant. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. The small country has called for continued rapprochement and exchanges with its larger neighbor.
And can I get a definition, please?
Establishment or a state of cordial relations.
Rapprochement. RAPPROCHEMENT.
Correct.
Qatar. This is an inflammation of a mucous membrane in humans or animals characterized by congestion and secretion of mucus.
I really wish it was the country. I know how to spell the country. Can you say it again, please?
Qatar. Qatar.
And what's the origin?
It's from an originally Greek word that then went to Latin and then English, but Greek.
Use it in a sentence.
Catarrh can be brought on by infection, allergies, dry air, or chemical irritants.
I'm going to ask for the pronunciation one more time.
Catarrh.
K-A-T-T-A-R, Qatar. Thank you. I just want to hear the correct pronunciation before I leave, or the correct spelling.
It's C-A-T-A-R-R-H. I'll explain it later. Stygian.
Stygian. Can you tell me?
Stygian.
Stygian, okay. Can you tell me Greek?
Yes, it's from a Greek name that passed into Latin plus an English element.
And its meaning?
Characteristic of death. Deathly. Stygian.
Stygian. S-T-Y-G-I-A-N. Stygian.
Correct.
Muliebrity.
Sorry, what?
Muliebrity.
Okay, can I have a definition of that?
Certainly. Muliebrity is the state of being a woman or of possessing full womanly powers,
I
womanhood.
would think having this characteristic would help me spell this word, but it does not. Can I get a language of origin?
Sure, it's from Latin.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I am sorry, there are not. Muliebrity.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The new mother was awed that her body had sustained the life of such a beautiful infant, and as she studied her child's face, she appreciated the wonders of her own muliebrity.
Okay, muliebrity.
Muliebrity.
M E U L I E B E-R-A-T-Y. I know that's wrong. Bruh.
So muliebrity is spelled M-U-L-I-E-B-R-I-T-Y. Sostenuto.
At least I'm going out with dignity. Can I get a definition on this?
Sostenuto means sustained to or beyond one's the note's full value. It's used as a direction in music. Sostenuto.
Can I hear the word again?
Sostenuto.
Can I hear it in a sentence?
As Fiona grew taller, she was able to hold down the piano's middle pedal to play sostenuto notes.
It's been fun. S-O-S-T-E-N-U-T-O. Tinuto. What was the spelling?
Sostenuto is spelled Sostenuto.
Wow. Thank you, Congressman. Wow. I'm not sure how that happened, but here, hello.
Hello. Caryatid. Or
Caryatid.
Yeah.
Were you going to give a different pronunciation?
There are other pronunciations, there are slight variants. There's caryatid, caryatid, and caryatid.
Can I get a definition, please?
A draped female figure supporting an entablature in the place of a column or pilaster.
Caryatid. Caryatid.
Correct.
No.
That was amazing.
Espalier.
Okay, can you say that again, please?
Espalier.
Espalier. And
Or
can you,
espalier, or espalier, or espalier, oh my gosh, or espalier, or espalier, or espalier.
okay, and can you tell me what it means? Other
Yes, a fruit tree or other plant trained to grow flat against a building, wall, railing, trellis, or other support. I always wanted to do this when I was a
So
kid.
espalier.
Yeah.
Espallier. How's it go?
Espalier or espalier is spelled Espalier.
One L. Great, thank you.
This is so scary.
Trichinosis.
Oh, that's that. Can you please, let me try. Can you please use it in a sentence, please?
Madeline cooked the pork chops thoroughly so there would be no danger of trichinosis or flavor.
So what does it mean?
Trichinosis means infestation with or disease caused by certain nematode worms contracted by eating raw or undercooked infested food and especially pork.
Yes, can you say that one more time, please?
Trichinosis.
Trichinosis. Trichinous. Trichinosis. You tricked me. You looked like you were going to say something.
Trichinosis is spelled Trichinosis. Very close. I think Don just won. I think Don Beyer just won the spelling bee.
Every 10 years.
The press? Okay.
So it's the press one.
Maybe we'll give it three people.
Well. Okay, let's find Cecily. All right. Okay. So, for the first time in a few years now, Team Politicians has won the spelling bee. And on behalf of the National Press Club and the Journalism Institute, I'm happy to award Don Beyer, Representative Don Beyer, with this trophy as the winner. 10 years after his original first win. So let's give a big round of applause to Don.
And for the team results, for the politicians against the press, we had 32 to 34 for the press. So the press win the team competition. Oh, it's great fun. Thank you for coming out. Thank you.
You did a great job.
Hey, Hillary.
So fun.
You're
Yeah.
so brave to do this.
It's so fun.
Very brave.
I always say I'm not a good speller, but I'm a good sport.
It's fun.
I managed to